asked you guys to fight for the culture of the program. You fought for the culture of our program. We have a healthy, positive culture in our program now. And that's how we're going to have to do it. Everybody pulling the rope in the same direction as a family. We're gonna have moments that are high, we're gonna have moments that are down. You're gonna have each other's back.
This is Unrivaled, the Penn State football story presented by Pepsi.
They really changed from that game to today, offensively with Joe Moorhead. I think they became more confident in Trace McSorley, what he can do. And Ohio State's challenge, anybody's challenge, is Saquon Barkley gets so much attention.
Play harder than them, one rep at a time.
The weather here in Columbus, perfect football weather. 42 degrees at kickoff time. It should get colder as this game goes on.
Leave nothing back. Let's do it. Dominate on three. 1, 2, 3. Dominate.
Ohio 2 versus 6, Penn State, Ohio State.
Coach, no team in the country has started games better than you guys. You talked to us about eliminating the noise. How do you do it in this environment?
Yeah, it's going to be a challenge. Now, this is why you do it for days like this in these types of environments. 2 historic programs, so it's going to be a challenge.
Penn State won the toss. They've elected to receive the football.
This is Unrivaled, the Penn State football story presented by Pepsi.
Both teams are on the field, set to go for this one.
Penn State won the toss. And back deep, the dangerous one, Saquon Barkley. Barkley from inside his own 5. Barkley with a lead. Barkley with a burst. Barkley down the sideline. Saquon Barkley runs the opening kick. 97 yards. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And Barkley puts a stamp on the opening of this football game.
15 seconds in, leads it 7-0.
Side, they find Paris Campbell, and he lost it. Ball picked up. Penn State, Farmer, down at the 23.
That was Manny Bowen. He gets all the way out there, puts his helmet right on the football. Well, just great pursuit by this Penn State defense.
McSorley fires it out. Gesicki hits the sideline in the 6 feet 6 inch tight end. Gets close to the 5. McSorley lobs it in the corner. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Deshaun Hamilton.
94 points off of takeaways this year for the Nittany Lions. They have built a 14-0 lead over Ohio State.
And Barrett does run and picks up the first down and more. Here's JT Barrett in trouble. And Barrett is sacked.
Curtis Cothran with the sack for Penn State, his 4th sack of the year. Good drive by Ohio State, but Penn State held them to 3.
Guys, here's the great thing right now. Get the look in your eyes. We're going to knock them back. We're going to protect. We're trained, right? There's no reason to be flying all over the place. Hey, this is assassin level right here. Our pulse don't go up, our pulse don't go down. We're ready to roll right now, baby. Right? Cold-blooded right here. Let's do it. All right? Hey, right down the field and score. Ball security, we're going to do a great job here. All right? We're going to...
McSorley underneath. First down, Penn State. Gesicki, the tight end, makes the catch. McSorley to throw it. McSorley in trouble. On the move, and he has his receiver for a first down. Gesicki again. Barkley brings it out. Barkley's going to get a block. McSorley in front of him. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. 36 yards.
The Nittany Lions cap an 81-yard drive.
This guy is just dynamic. I have not seen a player with this dynamic and rare combination of speed and burst athleticism that Barkley has.
Lapucci again, and fielded at the 19-yard line by Farmer. Farmer gets outside with the block. Go Farmer. Still running and finally goes out of bounds. Barkley in the backfield. McSorley follows him. Gets outside. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And the Nittany Lions cash in the kickoff return by Koa Farmer to take a 27-10 lead. So that's the end of the first half. A wild and entertaining opening 30 minutes, 28-17.
It's simple now. One play at a time. One drive at a time. When the plays come, make your plays. O-line, dominate up front. Trace gonna make the throws. Wide receiver tight end's gonna make the catch. Running back 2, we're gonna run the ball. We're gonna break tackles. Do what we do. Second half football. That's why you came here, fellas.
Composure, urgency, getting home every time. Embrace the tempo, man. You hear me? Let's go, baby.
We gotta earn it. The first half does not exist. One play at a time in a championship standard. We gotta go earn this thing. You understand me? Let's go. Go, baby. Go, How bad do you want?
It's going to be Dobbins, and he's going to be wrapped up and thrown down by Sharif Miller.
We've been calling his name all day. Barrett throws it. Dobbins in space. Dobbins goes nowhere. Bottled up, taken down. Farmer, Apke.
It was 3 by 1. Lead in the boundary. I know, but you still go. They moved out and covered it. You still go.
McSorley breaks a tackle. McSorley. Does he get the first down? Looks like he did. McSorley. Sideline. Throws a strike to Tompkins. McSorley. Fires a deep ball down the field. Intercepted. Ohio State.
That ruling is under further review.
It actually looks like Tompkins might have had control of that ball.
After further review, the Penn State player was in possession of the ball when he landed on the ground. As a result, it's a Penn State touchdown.
Wow! What a play!
Good job, baby. Good job. Good job. Keep going. Hey, big time. You guys, the technique was great.
We start the fourth quarter with Penn State leading 35-20.
Special teams was the story of the game. The block punt was a huge play. Our splits got tighter and tighter, and it created a short edge, and we got too tight, and they run well enough to take advantage of it.
You knew if you went on the road into this place, you were going to have to fight to the finish, and this will be a fight to the finish.
No, without a doubt. And Penn State's offense has got to respond here.
Quarterback draw, good block by Gonzalez. 35, 40, 45, 50 near sideline.
Here's McSorley. Throws. Up top, Gesicki with the catch.
Throws near side, caught, Blacknall, 20, 15, to the 10, inside the 10, and rolled down inside the 7-yard line. 24-yard attempt. Snap, down, kick is up. The kick by Davis is good!
When you play these types of games, the margin of error is very small. What I saw tonight is, you got a veteran quarterback who's being protected extremely well. He's a damn good quarterback. The reality is we didn't win the game against a really good opponent on the road, and we got to learn from this and get better.
I know everybody is hurting right now, and you should be, because we've invested a lot. We lost to a good football team. We have got to get better from this, and we will get better from this. So I know everybody's hurting, and you should be hurting. Give this team credit. They finished the game, we didn't. That's the reality of it. I love you guys. I couldn't be more proud of you. We're going to learn from this, and we're going to get better. So let's get back to work. I love you guys more than I could possibly ever explain to you. We lost to a very good football team. We had a chance to finish, we didn't. That's the reality of it. But I love you guys.
Penn State's road back to national prominence in women's gymnastics began with the hiring of Sarah Brown to be the head coach. She sees a program with tremendous potential.
We're definitely building. Right now we're in a phase where we've started putting skills together and just getting those individual elements perfected. And then from there, we're starting to build and put those pieces together into half routines and eventually full routines.
She comes to Penn State from Eastern Michigan, where she shaped her coaching philosophy.
My philosophy was to work hard and play hard. And that's what I want to do. I want to come in here, I want to crank the music up, I want to grind it out and have a good time, but we're going to work really, really hard. And at the end of the day, we're going to know that we got a great workout in and we're better because of it.
The first part of the mission is to get to know her gymnasts.
It obviously takes time here in the gym, watching them train, getting to know their personalities, listening to what kind of music they listen to. There's just everything that, creates the student athlete nowadays. It's their world, and that's kind of what I want to tap into and know what have they liked and didn't like in the past, and where do they want to go in the future.
Coming to Penn State was a major job change, and in her short time here, she has also had a major life change, the birth of her first child, Isaiah, in August.
He is our life here at Penn State. It's kind of funny. We don't really know what life in Happy Valley is without a son. So it's kind of all come together at one time, and we're excited to have him immersed in this culture and to grow up in this environment.
The season will bring with it a growth process of routines.
When we compete, we want to be ready in January, but we don't want to be peaked in January. And so there might be some athletes that are not competing their full difficulty. We're still going to be meeting the minimum requirement and making sure that we're competitive, but we may not debut all those big skills until later in the season and into postseason when it really matters.
And her opening dual meet as Penn State's head coach will be against, of all teams, Eastern Michigan, which she set up while she was still in Ypsilanti.
I wanted to compete in rec hall. I'd been here before and I'd seen the environment. I thought it would be a great opportunity for a MAC school to be competing against a Big Ten school, and now I'm just as excited. I can't wait to be in front of that home crowd and really feel that love. Like I said, I've competed at rec hall before as a coach, and it's not always on my side. So I want that energy on my side, and I want that environment for our team, and I think it's going to be a really great kickoff to the season.
Sarah Brown, poised to bring Penn State to national prominence in women's gymnastics.
This is Unrivaled, the Penn State football story presented by Pepsi.
That defense is nasty, bro. Way to go, way to go, way to go! Good job, defense! My name is Jamal Farmer from Levy Terrace, California. My son is Cole Farmer, who plays linebacker for Penn State. I grew up as a kid in the 80s, and I remember the 86 and stuff like that, me and my brother. So we always had the tradition and knowing the tradition of Penn State. For Cole to come here and basically Coach Franklin as well, it was kind of like a no-brainer. We kind of knew that this was going to be a great opportunity to fulfill.
Cole is a unique guy. Obviously his story is a little bit different. We had a strong connection with mom and dad.
Oh, there he is. Man, you guys are like celebrities back home, man.
Oh, stop.
Everybody knows you guys now.
My mom is from Hawaii. She grew up in Papakulea, and my dad is from Pacoima, California. My mom is a typical island girl in Hawaii. Yeah, just loves the beach, loves to surf. She's a Hawaiian and Indonesian.
Man, you know what's crazy? Is looking at these kids mature into men. Yeah. Cole was the kind of kid when we grew up that, like coming from the island and stuff like that, and his mom's background, they kind of like a really kind of laid back type of kid. His DNA would basically come from, you know, being an island boy. When he was a little kid, he kind of grew up with the waves, the turtles, the sunshine, the sand, and things like that.
He's done extremely well. He's going to graduate in, I think, 3.5 years with two different degrees and start work on a master's degree.
Hey.
What's going on, man?
Better get mom on FaceTime.
Here we go.
Okay.
All right, so basically, all the graduate school programs start in the fall.
So long story short is most grad programs that we're looking at for him would be a sequential. They're bringing you in as a grad student and saying, hey, you're going to do our master's degree and then finish your PhD.
Yeah, it really emphasizes, you know, the family-oriented atmosphere, and it really stuck with me and my family. I can go to Coach Franklin, go to the coaching staff whenever I want to talk about anything, regardless if it's about football. You know, as far as academics, I felt like all the puzzle pieces were connecting, and ultimately that's why I made my decision to come here.
For us, for Cole to come out to Penn State was about him becoming a man now. I actually enjoy watching him on TV, but when we actually come, it means so much more because every time we come back, we actually see him maturing. Hey, I want to tell you, man, I can't repay you for this, man. That's the man. Came to the house, man, and everything he promised, he delivered, man. He really did. Love that guy, man.
Unrivaled, the Penn State football story presented by Pepsi, is brought to you in part by the Penn Stater Hotel and the Nittany Lion Inn, making superior accommodations and fine dining a Penn State tradition. Visit PennStateHotels.com for reservations. Unrivaled, the Penn State football story is brought to you by Pepsi. Grab a Pepsi and some friends and get in the game. Pepsi, proud partner of the Penn State Nittany Lions. Also brought to you in part by PSECU. Since 1934, PSECU has given Pennsylvanians financial opportunities to live a better life. At PSECU, we are proud of who we are and committed to who we serve because our Pennsylvania roots run deep. We are banking on a difference.
This week on campus in Penn State Athletics, the women's ice hockey team hosting Mercyhurst at 2 o'clock Friday at Pagula. The men's ice hockey team hosting Mercyhurst at 7 o'clock at Pagula. On Saturday, the Fencing Garrett Open starts at 8 a.m. in the White Building. Women's ice hockey against Mercyhurst at Pagula at 2. Men's ice hockey against Mercyhurst at 7 at Pagula. Women's volleyball team has Rutgers in Rec Hall Saturday night at 7 o'clock. And the men's basketball team will take on Bloomsburg in the Jordan Center at noon Sunday. That's this week on campus in Penn State Athletics.
Michigan State, obviously tremendous respect for Coach D'Antonio and their program. You know, you look at our history since joining the Big Ten against Michigan State, they've had a lot of success. We take a lot of pride in keeping the most beautiful trophy in all of college football home, the land-grant trophy. You know, going on the road again is going to be challenging. You know, they're a hard-nosed Big Ten football program. They're built on defense. With a defensive head coach. They're a smash-mouth offense.
I think their O-line's really gelling right now. We're running the football, very Michigan type. I think their quarterback right now is playing better. You know, I think it's his first year starting, but he's having a good year. You know, he's playing well. So he's definitely a guy we're gonna have to, you know, watch out for and make sure we're disguised and playing with a ton of personality so he can't, you know, peg us pre-snap. On the road, you know, you want to prepare for crowd noise, you know, those kinds of things. The approach isn't really much different. I mean, it doesn't really matter where we play. It's really all about execution, you know, doing our job, knowing our opponents, executing. I mean, that's really what it's about.
Today's a really important day for us. We got to make sure our energy is really good. We got to make sure our focus is really good. We got to make sure our leadership is really good. This is life, guys. The game of football, life, family, jobs, whatever it may be. It's going to be how we handle tough times and when adversity hits.
All right, let's make sure we got the right mental approach this week. All right, we're preparing ourselves, okay? We control our own future, all right, but it starts with how our preparation starts this week. They're good in the back end, I'll tell you this. All right, they're a good team in the back end. They're playing better because of their technique. Outside on the corners is going to be very, very similar to Michigan, how they play with their technique. Outside, leverage, wide stance, press, stab guys. Inside, they're very aggressive. All right, let's make sure, okay? All right, so we practice with an intensity. We want to go out and win today so we can win on Saturday. All right, let's get ready to go.
Ready to work. Back at it. Forgot about last weekend like we do every week. We coming out with a vengeance.
Work. That's way on the block. Good job, Jay. Good. There you go.
Now you go right there, see? You did that, he knocked it off and we off balance. Move your feet. Punch and reset. Punch and reset. Go!
That might be one of the better Tuesdays we've had. Your work ethic, your communication, it's important to you, man. Watch that film, man. The more you watch, the faster it comes to when the ball snaps. You want to make more plays? Watch more film, I guarantee. Get up on 3, 1, 2, 3. Get up.